Alright, hello, welcome back to Deltarune Chapter 4. It's gonna be the final part. We are gonna get through all of the third sanctuary. No weird route in this video. I've decided I'm a bit tired right now. My sleep schedule has been a bit more like I've been going to sleep a bit earlier than I normally would, and then waking up earlier than I normally would, so I'm usually recording these late into the night, so I usually, because if you're in Discord, if you are one of the friends that I'm recording this for, and not just a random person that found this video, or found my channel, you'll know I've been recording these, starting the upload, and then when it gets to the point where it's just, like, finalizing the upload, I guess, after I apply the thumbnail, description, all that, I'm just going to sleep and then pinging when I wake up that the video's up. So, no weird route. Weird route will be Monday. I'm gonna leave that as its own thing. So, but here we go. To finish Chapter 3, or Chapter 4. One of my favorite chapters. Is there one over here? This one. Ooh, what the hell? Hold on. Okay, there we go. Should be fine now. Fuck! I guess I need to recruit one of these, so... Well, there's a rare chance for that book that the Bibliox does to be the Toby annoying dog. Oh, they shoot out fire when you have to get the encounter? Oh, I did not know that. I've never gotten the Bibliox encounter in this room. Ow! Pretty sure it's the right way. I'm gonna go the wrong way. They'll hear the ring of heaven's call. I've never actually been over here. Fuck! Oh my god, this is actually difficult. That was so close. Let me turn this up a little bit. Oh, oops. Get to the end, but I just can't get on that last one. Oh! Oh my god, I thought it was gonna be like the rest. Oh, there we go. Oh, we can just put that back and forth. Here we go. They'll see the tail of hell take crawl. I talked about the end of last video. Princess Ribbon. Hold on, I've actually never seen what this does. Where is it? For defense to attack. Gloves don't fit, huh? So it's like the Devil's Tail, but it gives... Okay, so it gives 2 more defense than the Devil's Tail, but it gets rid of the magic. Definitely makes it better than the other thing. Good notices where they'll hear the Ring of Heaven's call. They'll see the tail of hell take crawl. Anyway. Ah! Ooh, here we go. We're gonna be at the secret room now. Or close to the secret room. Oh. Yeah, it was up there. This is a secret room. It's where you can go get it's where you can go get the egg if you missed it. But, I didn't miss it. Oh my god. Okay. Take that one. Spare the muzzle. I should have spared the go away, not the mizzle. And Balze is fucking dead. First person to ever lose on a normal encounter. Okay, it would be really embarrassing if I lose on fucking Go Away. I didn't want to use a Scarlet there, but... First person ever to lose on, or to almost lose on fucking Go Away. Here we go. What I wanted to talk about a little bit. The Flower Man trapped in Asylum. So, in the files, this is labeled as a boss prophecy. Same with Queen and Tenna. And Queen and Tenna have been the main chapter bosses. There isn't one for this chapter, but and then King doesn't have a prophecy. And we never see this chapter's prophecy, but we do see what we believe is the next chapter's prophecy, as this one does come in chronological order after Tenna's. So we are probably going to see a Flower King, a Asgore boss fight. He'll probably be the main antagonistic force, or the queen slash like Tana slash like the main chapter boss fight. Pretty much like the chapter boss fight at the end of the chapter, which is really interesting. And then here, yeah. And then if you say yes, then you know that. But I didn't miss anything. I got the moss and I got the egg. Now over here, we get to see the angel. Or, sorry, they get to see the angel. And Susie looks like mortified. Let's see. Alright. I'm so close to death. Oh my... Oh my god, we are so cooked. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna Rasputin Susie, she has a heal. Oh my... You know what? I'm just gonna do this. Oh. Ooh. I need health heal. That's pretty solid. Oh, and he's dead. Oh my god, Chris is dead too. I'm gonna try, keyword try, to use this fight as a kind of like rest point. So like, holy shit! 170! Oh my god! Oh, 170 is a really large number. Alright, I'm gonna try and get rid of the organics first. By tuning Wickabell, better healing Chris, and spot action again. Axial, holy. Ow. No. Harm? I'm gonna harmonize that, okay. Spare these two. And I'm just gonna fight a Wickabell. I'm just gonna fight the Wickabell by herself. And just quickly heal all my health back up. I think It's actually the closest I've ever gotten to losing to normal enemies. Normal enemies and... Oh no, I think there's a death in my chapter 1 video to environment. That was not very great. I'm not proud of that. I'm trying to remember how to... Oh. Is it here? No, it's not here. Oh, there's something here. I don't remember what, though. Wafer. What the fuck is a wafer? Oh, it's a ton of defense. It's Shadow Mantle levels of defense. Is it not around here somewhere? No, it's not. Oh, yeah, this. Bring my Drungeman. Yeah, I got here and I missed the Miss Missile last time I was here. It's from the beginning, and I'm going to go back. This is more of a I'm being thorough and a just in case. Here's what we're buying. We're buying seven square elixirs. And being safe rather than sorry, as healing with only Susie and Ralzig is non-ideal. Alright. Can't exactly remember what's up here. Oh yeah, it's this. Just past the wall that the knight said, man, fuck you. I don't believe this is a cutscene. I know I have to physically do it. I love this rendition of the old man's theme. Pay very close attention to who shows up. Who is there? Fucking Star Walker. Sadly, this is truly the only chapter where Star Walker doesn't have any voice lines or any dialogue lines. But, fine. I think I know where we are. Yeah, we're here. This is one of my favorite scenes in the entire chapter. Just know that there is really nothing to see. However, we're fucking goated like that. One of my favorite moments. Always a joy to replay it. Even if the gameplay's not that much. It's like, okay. Now I know no one in the group has played Destiny, and no one watching would probably be a Destiny player. But it's like the scene at the very end of the final Shape campaign, after your fight with the Witness, where you get the Aegis relic from Bog, and you have to like progress through. Right, it feels like that almost. Especially if you're playing with like a friend or like another person. I did it with my boy, who doesn't play the game anymore. I mean, none of the people I played with play anymore. But that scene was so cinematic. I also love this one too. Especially the fact that at least everyone on 1 HP. Alright, here we go. Alright. This is gonna take a minute. This is gonna be a short part. I already knew it was gonna be short, but the main reason is kind of just because, like, there isn't much left in the chapter. Also, fun fact here, I'm gonna do this. I pressed A there on the last two. They get bigger and like have a different effect if you actually like input the button to make them stronger. That laugh, it's like it uses the same sound font as Friend's laugh, which connects the Roaring Knight and Friend. Now, in the greatest, honestly, this moment has so much fucking aura. This. Oh my fucking god! There's also this animation. Holy fucking shit! And now, this is where the Deltarune community has collectively shit themselves when this happened. Myself included, because I was really fucking confused. We didn't think we would be seeing a Titan until way later. Here we go. My favorite set of tracks in the entire game. Besides the Sanctuary tracks, I think these are genuinely Toby's fucking masterclass tracks. Is all of the Chapter 4 Titan related tracks. There's a ton of these, and I think they're all just genuine masterclass tracks. Honestly, some of Toby's greatest fucking work. Oh my god. I'm being so ass. $30 damage. Damn. There we go. The first phase of it done. Now we get to my favorite, normal enemy track in the entire game. My favorite normal enemy track in the game. Spawn. I'll check. This introduces us to the newest mechanic, using our light, the light from our soul, to get courage. Now, I don't think this will one-shot, but I'm going to show off why the black shard is so strong. If you're wondering if you read that correctly, yes, that did say 2,620 damage. That is almost all of its HP gone. However, I will not be doing that. I'm just going to get brighter. This is pretty much like all I do in this fight is just get brighter. Oh, wow. Because it makes it easier to get courage. Then you can unleash. You can banish. And just like that. Yeah, you purify them. Oh, I actually want to see what's... Is there anything down here? Hold on. Oh, you can't even go back down. Yeah, no. I don't even know why... I don't know why you're given the option to, like, wait a sec. Like, there's anything else you can do. Oh, back to... climbing. I also love, like, the borders, like the screen borders. Oh, God, they're so good. This is why I love the dynamic borders. Oh, ow. Also, no matter what Chris's health was before this, they get a full heal. Alright, get ready for the boss fight. I'm not going to be weird out in this video, mainly because... Look at that, the dual max heal. Here's the setup. Black shards not going to be used much because, reason being, simply put, I want to see all of the attacks. Of the next boss. Of the Titan, I guess. I'll just say the Titan. It's clearly the Titan. I want to see the attacks of the Titan. I want to show you guys the attacks of the Titan. But I can't do that if I just say, man, fuck this, I'm winning on turn 4 or something like that. Because Chris does a lot of damage to the Titan. More than Susie can ever even hope of doing. And now for the best track in the entire game. There's also one other interaction I just wanted to show, which is this. The knight, when you swear the knight, it says, but its name wasn't yellow. When you swear everything else, it's, but its name wasn't yellow. But this is the only one, but it's not something that can understand mercy. Such a cool little bit of, like, thing. It's like a cool flavor text. Oh my god, I'm taking damage. I love the start with you, honestly. Also, every time you use dual heal, it gets less effective. So, I'm not going to be using much. So you do get more, like, courage, like TP from courage, the longer it's been since you used, since the last unleash. Let's see, 870 and 710. I will quickly show Chris's damage here. Not even a perfect, and I did 2100. That's why I'm not going to be doing much of that. This is as you can see, it's already at 74%. Let's show it's like the shielded damage. I still do 630. Like, the reason I'm not doing, like, the reason I'm not going to be attacking much with Chris is because when you get it to 50% health, that's when the fight's over. So, like, the strategy realistically is to just keep attacking it with Chris until you eventually just win. So, oh my god. Okay, I need to get Susie up. Alright, I'll do that. And I'm gonna heal Susie with an item. And that's probably the last time. That's realistically, I think, the last time that I can actually heal. Ow. Yeah, or attack. Yeah, that's a lot. I'm sorry, Rose, but like we're not attacking much. Okay. I also love how the dynamic thing, the eyes glow red when the Titan takes a hit. So cool, honestly. I could never play this game on PC without the recorder. Okay, yeah. Basically, yeah, I'm almost there at the end. I'm almost there. I'm on its basically like final set of attacks. Oh my god. These fish, bro. Holy. I love Susie. Holy shit. Now I think of it. Oh my god. Susie's taking so much damage. So Susie. Oh, the fucking mouths. I don't think I've seen the mouths. I think I killed before. Oh my. Oh my god. Okay, here we go. Final bit of attack. I'll attack with Susie one more time. This is the last time I can attack with Susie. I think. Yeah, I think that was the last time. This has. I've only seen this attack, I've never actually played it. Oh my god. Oh, this attack's so fucking cool. Yeah, Chris would just kill that. Alright, one more hit, and it's dead. And this is the final attack that it can do. Right. And that is all the Titan's attacks that it can do. It will now stay perma, defenses dropped. So I will quickly do one final check. That's funny. I've actually never seen that dialogue. I'll tell you to lock the fuck in. Oh my god. Well, I'll take Rose's advice and lock the fuck in. Oh my god! Yeah, that's just like how much damage Chris can do. Too bad that it does this. And yeah, we're hitting like even lower than the Roaring Knight numbers. Even with Chris. Yep, and does this big heal for all of the health that we did. Such a gas moment. Yeah, new act. It's so gas. I cannot lie, it's so gas. I believe it doesn't even like get to take its turn. better just hit it with this. Oh no, it wouldn't be. Crazy. Alright, and now there's two things I want to cover here. First of all, the very funny meme of Susie's idea, which we have leaving the Deltarune community. And also, remember what Jockington said in chapter 2 of the diner? When the big man is on the field, he's gonna go for a dunk. Try to be that dunk. So Jockington is an interesting character after that event. Time to fucking beam this nigga. Well, I probably should not have said that on YouTube. It's fine. It's fine. I'd like to see what this final prophecy is. The last prophecy, the story's end. And then, when all hope is lost for the tale, the final tragedy unveils. To save the worlds, there is only one way. To save the worlds, both the light world and the dark world. I'm a little mad at Susie for shattering that fucking final prophecy. Also, why is she bleeding? Monsters don't do that. Monsters don't bleed. So... There's a lot to talk about out of this. I'm gonna let the scene play out. I'll talk about it while we're doing the other stuff, while we're walking. Alright, now I'm going to do something real quick because there's an event back here that actually tracks and also has some odd implications. If you try to go back, there's a guitar string sound set there, like a sound of a guitar playing. I think it's the same as the one that's used for Dessa's guitar. It's set to 0% volume, but it's there. And that event is tracked as well. Anyway, let's go seal the fountain and hear one of the best tracks. Only then will the world be saved. We don't know what that final prophecy is. I believe a theory that I saw from a guy named Spooky Dude here on YouTube. I can see I'm cleaning my glasses. He says that the final prophecy is then the girl must shatter the cage or break the cage. Something about destroying the cage. Which, as we all know, the cage is Chris. And Susie believes the girl is her. She doesn't want to kill Chris. Finally, we hear the rock. When I first heard this in my playthrough, I was really excited. Mainly because I hadn't heard it in a little while. Because it doesn't play in Chapter 3, it doesn't play when you seal the first mountain, doesn't play when you seal the second one either. As you can see, this place is in fucking disrepair. Like, it is torn up. It's believed that the knight was hiding out in there, in that door right there. Not much else to do in here, so we're gonna just head out. Oh, it gets me again. Oh my god, it got me the first time, it gets me again. Oh my god. This track is called The Place Where It Rained. I don't think I have to explain the significance of this track. Why are we so fucking slow? But if you've played Undertale and you've listened to It's Raining Somewhere Else, you're probably noticing something different about this track. Something a bit odd here. In that Sans' theme, the main part of it, is oddly absent. I think that's for a reason. I don't think there's not much dialogue. Bull's gone. Damn. Let's believe that's where Susie lives, because there's two different dialogues about, like, at the end of chapter 2 and then the end of this chapter about that. So not really much to see here, and that's kind of the point of this place. There isn't much to see. Kind of the point. I mean, it is like really late when this is happening. Is he on the spot? Come on. Have the interaction. Do the thing. There we go. I believe if you sit here for... There we go. Alright. And now, we're gonna go home. I'm just gonna go home. Since there's quite literally not anything to see for real. It's just like that one scene. Lights are on and everything. Now, there is very much big contrast here. Because while Chris, Susie, and Rose are in the Dark World, concerned about Toriel's safety, fighting what is essentially, I'd honestly say, a god. Like, something adjacent to a god, or a godlike entity in the Deltarune universe. Toriel's here, partying with Sans. The bad parent Toriel allegations have been thrown, I it is. I don't think Toriel's a bad parent. I'll say that first and foremost. I don't think Toriel's a bad parent, but this is definitely a moment of weakness in her parenting. Even though we've seen not the greatest parent, not the greatest. She cares for Chris, of course, but here we have her partying while her only child that still lives with her is missing, and so is their new friend. It's odd. It's strange. It's not. It definitely is a stain on her here. And then also this does give some. There's a lot to talk about with this Sans. I don't know if I'll go into the full in-depth here about the Sans Deltarune theory. I might have talked about it a little bit more. I'll do it while we're watching, like after we watch the end cutscene. And that is the chapter 2, one of the final, or chapter 4, and the chapter 4 cutscenes. Oh my god. I'll just show one little interaction. Yeah, we're just gonna go to the end. Oh. So, I'll talk a little bit about the Sans Deltarune theory here, and all like how it maybe works, and then I guess also the rules of the Deltarune universe and how they're so different from Undertale. That is Deltarune Chapter 4. It's a lot of questions that got raised. There's a lot of answers. There's a lot of questions that got answered. And a lot more that got raised. With one of the big ones being, why does Susie bleed? This has been on my mind since the chapters came out, or since I played the chapters. I didn't play them when they came out. It took me a few months to actually get my hands on the game, but it's been on my mind since I played the chapters. It has recontextualized some things and brought more evidence to the Sans Deltarune theory. I'll go over the rules of the Deltarune universe that I think are true at this point. I do think some monsters do bleed. I don't know if it's all monsters, but I do believe some monsters bleed. Oh, shit, yeah, Gaster died. Like, okay, hold on. Oh, well, it all goes. So, don't know if my phone records it well, but it is still waiting. How much longer now? My Deltarune. So, currently we have 3 major plans being enacted. Also, look at that, 2026, it comes out next year. So we have 3. Also, yeah, this is the song that plays now at the end after you beat the chapters. After you beat the chapter, I'm just gonna let this sit here for a little bit. I'm gonna just yap. If you want to, you can leave the video now. Weird Route is Monday. So it's gonna be in a few days. Of course, if you're watching this after Monday, Weird Route is already out then. But anyway, the rules of the Deltarune universe and how monsters work in this world are so much different from what we thought about in Undertale. In Undertale, monsters are made of magic. They turn to dust when they die. Their souls don't stay around for long, and they don't bleed. All their food is also magic. So that when Deltarune, we see Susie bleed. She knows how to clean up a bloodstain. And the thing against it is this little like rabbit kid asks if it hurts to be made of blood. I don't see that as very good evidence because it's a fucking child. So maybe some monsters bleed. But anyway, what's it called? Oh my god. But yeah, Susie bleeds. And monsters still do turn to dust, so maybe monsters also bleed in this world. We don't really know for sure. But we know that Susie does, so Sans bleeding at the end of his fight in Undertale could be explained by him being from Deltarune. That would make a lot of things make sense. That would recontextualize a lot of things, especially why he does make the promise tutorial, even though he hates promises. So, he already knows Toriel. He doesn't know that this woman behind the door is Toriel, but he has a feeling maybe, or that the woman there reminds him of Toriel, who's a great audience, is thrilled by puns, maybe it reminds him. she reminds him of the Toriel he once knew from Deltarune. As we can see, Toriel and Sans have a good relationship. They're, Toriel trusts Sans, or to a certain degree. Toriel is seen, we see Toriel there partying with Sans. She's in a drunken state. When on her first thought upon seeing Susie is calling her Snoozy, and then accidentally calling Susie Honey. Now, that also brings up Susie's reaction there, how she's acting there, brings up another good point about what Susie's home life, or what her relationship with her parents, or possible foster parents, to some theories, but what her parents are like. And some theories say that, Susie might have an alcoholic mother, a not so exactly great mom. That's definitely a theory. One that I kind of believe in, mainly because of how Susie reacts to Toriel. She's, this figure that she's seen, as, like, great, could do almost no wrong, like, she has this grand view of Toriel. I mean, Toriel was one of the first people that was nice to her. Toriel bought her, breakfast or whatever it was, lunch at the diner, and was nice to her and gave Susie hope. Right? She sees Toriel in a very positive light. She sees her as a good person, a great person even. She even says so in even chapter 1. So before, Susie's opened up a bit more. So, there's that. But, yeah, then, to see her as an alcoholic, maybe she knows, like, what alcohol can do to a person, right? Seen through maybe her own mom or dad or whatever, right? And, you also have to imagine Chris in this scene. Maybe Chris knows about, Toriel being a bit of a party animal. I mean, Rudy exists. Toriel went to college with Rudy, Asgore, and Carol, I believe, so Asgore, Carol, and Rudy all know what Toriel is like when she lets loose a little bit. So maybe Chris has heard some stories while Toriel's not around from either Rudy or Asgore, as I don't believe Carol would share those stories, but Rudy definitely seems like the kind of guy to do it. Anyway, and then seeing this cashier, just this guy who you've only really known as the cashier at or janitor, whatever the fuck he is, the local rage baiter at the convenience store. He's just there in your own home. It's jarring, also embarrassing as well, because now you're basically like your only friend your only real, like, true friend in the entire world is being subjected to this without much consent from you. It's honestly, like, it's so, like, just being subjected to see this and, in front of them, like, this is happening. It's kind of embarrassing, almost. So how do I wanna segue this into another point, but I don't know how. What's the next point I want to talk about? I guess maybe the final prophecy. It's bad. What we know about it is that Browse believes that it can be changed if we were nicer. Susie says that none of us are going to let that happen at all. Like, and Browse seeing Susie's hope, and she still believes that the prophecy can change. Now, something against it is, quite possibly the Scooby-Doo rule of things if you don't see a plan, or if you don't hear a plan. Like if they say that, hey, we have a plan, or this, and then the audience, us, the consumers, don't hear it or don't see it, it most likely will happen successfully. Like it will come to pass. And that's what this prophecy is happening. We don't know what the prophecy is. We have guesses. That's all we have. Truly, we only have guesses to this prophecy. And, well, that's it. Our guesses are only guesses. We don't have concrete answers. We don't have much to go off of, to be completely honest. So, overall, it's gonna be interesting to see where Deltarune takes us, to see what maybe this final tragedy truly is. I'm excited for the future of this game. I truly am. I think if this level of quality keeps up and only gets better, I think it will be great. I think it'll be great. There is something that I think I will bring attention to real quick. The applicable, non-applicable. If you're in the Deltarune space, you might have heard of these 5 numbers. It's this little site. I think it's on deltarune.com/chapter 5, maybe. It's this site that basically has numbers 1 through 4 on it. No, it's a site. I don't know the site's name. It has numbers 1 through 4 on it. You see, 1 through 5, sorry. There's numbers 1 through 5 in varying height sizes. 1 is small. It's very small, minuscule. You can barely even see it. 2 and 3 are about the same size. They're very large. They're, overpowering. They're towering. They're very there. 4 is quite a bit smaller. It's not as large. And 5 is larger than the 4, but not as big as the 2 and 3. Now, when you click on these numbers, I don't believe 1 takes you to anything. 2 takes you to the little track that plays during the Weird Route Birdly fight. Clicking the 3 takes you to Erem's Laugh track. 4 takes you to an image. We will see it when I do my Weird Route video. I'm not going to spoil it, but we will see it when we get there. And 5 plays an audio file, maybe like a song, maybe from Chapter 5's Weird Route, because those things have been shown to be alternative routes. And then Deltarune chapter, the applicable, non-applicable, has shown a few things. It showed not applicable for chapter 1, applicable for chapter 2, not applicable, but for chapter 3, which we know has the sword route, and then finally applicable for chapter 4, and probably applicable for chapter 5. I don't know if it does it, so I believe chapter 5 will have a weird route based on the ending of the chapter 4 weird route. It is different. I don't know if I want to put it in the video because it takes a while to get there. Like, I have to go through the entirety of chapter 4 to show it. So, I think in the Weird Route video, I'll talk about the ending. I'll talk about what happens. It's at the final cutscene where Chris is tossing and turning in bed. I will talk about it what happens there. I'll talk about it in my Weird Route video. But overall, I think Chapter 5 will 1000% have a weird route. I think it has to have a weird route based on the events of it and how the game is going. I mean, next chapter is the festival. Like, it's this thing that's been propped up since chapter 1. Talk about how grand it is. It's the festival. I don't think we're getting a festival of Dark World. I don't think that's gonna happen. I think we're gonna get a Flower King Dark World. But I do believe that the festival is going to be, if you watched, Deltarune chapter 4 part 1, my part 1 video, that was all Light World. Like, that was Light World plus Castle Town. I am fully of the belief here that Chapter 4 or Chapter 5's Light World will be probably close to or even longer than Chapter 4's Light World because of how grand the festival is. And I believe this is more speculation and kind of like payoff to a line from chapter 4 in the Light World segment at the end of Noel's house, where Carol says that, you know, as you know, you are always welcome. You know, and the you being in all caps, red text, you know, I was gonna steal a joke from someone. I don't remember who said. I don't remember what the joke was, but if there is giant, all capitalized red text, then the author, Tricky Tony, is probably trying to tell you something. I do believe that maybe, possibly, we could see a return to Noel's house. Possibly. I could see it. So, maybe. But I think that's all I want to talk about. We were out Monday, Chapter 5, about a week or 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks after its release. So, try to avoid spoilers until I get it out, until I get my video out. I know I won't be avoiding spoilers because I will be there. Minute 1 that it drops, I will be talking about it. For the people coming from Discord, I won't play it and talk about it in the party until I get my video out. But anyway, thanks for watching. We were out Monday, and then I probably won't be uploading anymore until Chapter 5 comes out, as I don't really think I'm going to be using this channel for much other than Deltarune. So, thanks for watching, and thanks for listening. If you did stick out to the end, thanks for listening to me yap a bunch. Anyway, have a great day, or night, or whatever.